Driving lesson near misses. The people who tried to kill us this month are... So, this is where we'll start this month. This is where a man flashes us through, but doesn't wait. Now we know that when people flash their headlights at you, it's according to the highway code anyway, and other learned reference books, it's only to warn you of their presence, only saying, look out, I'm here. But actually, we know that in real life, that's not what it means, and that people flash their lights for various reasons. It's usually to say, yeah, come on mate, you can come through. And you know, also for other things, people flash lights for other things as well. If they see a friend that they want to draw attention to themselves, they'll sometimes do that as well. So here we have someone who's we're going to wait at these traffic lights in a few seconds. We're going to wait to turn right, and the second car that's opposite us will flash his headlights to let us come through. Only he doesn't think, I don't think that he thinks it means that. I think he thinks it means, yeah, I'm going to flash my lights at you to let you through, but then I'm going to go, oh no, I'm not going to let you through, I'm going through anyway. And then he'll flash his lights again to do the same thing, and then refuse to let us through again. So here he is. So this is the first car there. The second car is just behind, and you'll see him as we just set off at the green light. He's flashed his lights there, and he's saying, oh look, I'm going to wait here for you. But then he's saying, no, I'm not waiting. I'm going to flash my lights again and still keep coming, to this point here where I'm going to crash into you if you're not careful. Now here, he's inside his windscreen there, and he's swearing at us and effing and blinding and all sorts of things. And it nearly comes to the point where we kind of we collide with each other. At this point, the student, then the learner driver, has completely lost it. He's like, oh my God, what happened there? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? What happened? What happened? And I'm trying to explain to him that, you know, obviously the bloke wanted to let us through, then he changed his mind, then he wanted to let us through, then he changed his mind again. A bit of indecision there from him, and it nearly caused an accident. But what happens next is we have to stop at some temporary lights. And because now the learner driver that's trying to learn how to drive the car is all flustered, the lights are going to go to green and he's going to stall. He's going to stall the car. Here we go, you ready? Bang, there you go, stalled the car. So other drivers are going around him. Now we're in beep, beep, beep behind us again because the lights are on green and we've not moved. So the lights have changed. And what happens now is he stalls the car again and the lights change again and I have to help him drive the car away. So the man who flashed his lights and then changed his mind for God knows what reason has caused just, you know, X amount of problems. So this is cars racing us on a spiral roundabout, and that's on the 25th of September 2020. And it's at 10 past 8:11 in actual fact in the morning. Our lights have gone to green. We're in the right hand lane because we're turning right at the roundabout, and that's going to take us on to the inner lane, the one next to the island. At this point we can hear beep 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 behind the car, and there's two cars that are vying for position in the lane behind us. They're having a little row between each other. And I'm going to pause the video in a few seconds and you'll see what happens. Here they are. They overtake us both at the same time. This one was in the lane behind us and so was this one. And they've both moved out now. But if you look at this distance here, very, very close to our car, and he's forcing his way over. And then he thanks us, or he, she, whatever, thanks us for letting him in. Look, there you are, flashing lights. So I hope they made it to work safely. Here we have a crazy bus driver who cuts us up. And this also is on the 25th of the 9th. So we're having a good day that day. And let's just see what happens. So you can see that we're approaching a roundabout. This is in Hinckley. And we're on the left-hand lane. In a few seconds you'll see a shadow appear. Just in the next lane, on the right-hand lane. There it is. You see that shadow there? So we're in the left lane and it goes around like this, and the right-hand lane goes around like that. These two lanes, they merge as you come off of the roundabout. So this shadow is now a bus. We can just see him in the side of the thing there. And he's going to now force his way over, making us slow right down so that he can get into the space. So he's a good bus driver. He's a very good bus driver. In fact, he's that good, he's got himself one car length further down the road. So I hope he's proud of himself. I wouldn't be. In this instance, we're going to be forced off a single track road by, well, you can see it says idiot there in capital letters. And you'll see why in a few seconds. The road we're on here at the moment clearly is not a single track road, but we are going to be turning left here very shortly. And this is the left turn that we're going to be taking here. You can see we've gone from 28 down to 13, and we're doing a good speed to go around that corner, very, very nicely executed. This is a single track road though, and there are pull-in places on either side of the road here. Now along here there's going to be a humpback bridge. And of course what you have to do when you're approaching a humpback bridge is just sound your horn to let people know from the other side that you're on your way. And you'll see a sign for the humpback bridge in a few seconds. It's buried in the trees, so it's not always easy to see it. It will come up in any second now. There's a cyclist there. And they've just come from it, and there is the sign for the humpback bridge there. So we know it's approaching. It's going to be just around the next bend. As we're coming up to this bend, I'm explaining to the student here that we have to sound a hooter, and to do that just when it comes into view. And so we've gone beep at this point, and this happens. This car is going to force us off the road. But this isn't the worst thing this month. It's not the worst one, although it comes a very close second. He's going to force his way through, and that's going to put us in the ditch. There you go. So that's when we're forced off a single track road by idiot. And luckily everyone's okay. We've gathered ourselves up, and now we're going to set off again and be on our way. This is going to be an Insignia. That's going to... well, this guy is definitely plum of the month. We're on a big roundabout here. We're on the M6 roundabout that crosses the A444. And we are heading for the B4113. Now this lane marking here is quite faint, but you'll see it come in to view a bit more as we go around. And we're going to follow that lane marking as we go along, and that's going to take us in the perfect position for the B4113. So we're going kind of fifth exit really on this roundabout here. Our lights are turning to green and we're moving off. And because it's a spiral roundabout, we're going to use this lane marking here to take us out, and that will put us in a perfect position for our road. Now this next exit up here, that's the M6, not the M69, it's the M6. I'm going to pause it just about, just in a few seconds. I'm going to pause it, you'll see him there. There he is. Whoever this is in this Insignia wants to have a little look in his highway code and things like that, because he's in this lane here that clearly goes around into one of these, and he's going to cut right across the front of us to go along the M6. The distance here is no more than a cigarette paper, let me tell you. We were very, very close. Here he goes. There he is. And he's going off up the M6 there. Obviously, very proud of himself. He's made that manoeuvre very successfully. But let's see what happens to us. See that? We've been forced all the way over here now, just to avoid him, just so that he doesn't get an insurance claim against him. Onto the kind of hard shoulder part of the roundabout there, and we're having to manoeuvre ourselves back in then. So he's plum of the week. Not the week, the month, sorry. He's plum of the month, the Insignia driver on the M6 A444 roundabout. The people who tried to kill us this month are